Yeah, so this is the question. So based on the arithmetic progression, this is word problem. Okay, see, in a flower bed, okay, there are 23 rose plants in the first row, 21 in the second, that means 21 rose plants in the second row, 19 in the third, and so on. So there are 5 rose plants in the last row. So how many rows are there in the flower bed? Flower bed means there is a bed kind of thing where flowers are going to placed. Okay. So now consider this. They are telling 23 rose plants in the first row. First row, how many? 23 rose plants. I will take 23. Next, 21 in the second. In the second row, how many rose plants? 21. I will write right. 19 in the third row. That means 19 rose plants in the third row. I will write 19 here. Next, they're telling and so on. For so on, write dots like this, like etc. 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 They're telling there are 5 rose plants in the last row. In the last row, they are telling 5 rose plants. I will write 5 like this. So your point is they are telling last row. They are telling last row, that's all. They are not telling which row. Here they told in the first row 23, second row 21 plants like that. This they are not telling whether this 5 is in 20th row or 23 row or 25th row, 30th row. They are not telling which row. They are not telling. They are just telling in last row there are 5 plants. In the last row there are 5 plants. They are not telling which row. So okay, they are not telling which row. So that's why so they are not telling which row. So we don't know which row. So I will consider this as n. N means the last row, or we can also call it as nth row. Okay. No, sorry. No, n means number of plants. Okay, number of plants. So the question is how many rows are there in the flower bed? Okay. Now see, yeah. Sorry. I said they're telling last row. We don't know which row. I will take this as nth row. So in the last row, 5 plants means in the nth row, 5 plants are there. That's the meaning. So this 5 is present in the nth row. I will take this as an. Okay. N is because this 5 is in the nth row, last row. For last row, I am taking as n. Okay. So because of nth row, an is equal to 5. So this is first number. I will take this as a. This is a. So this is an. Okay. So the question is how many rows are there in the flower bed? Okay. How many rows? That means they just told last row. Which row they did not tell. So if you find that last row number, that is n, if you find n value, so we got the answer. Like based on the n value, we can see how many rows are there in the flower bed. So according to this question, we need to find the n value. Okay. I'll write this side, back side. So we got this 23, 21, 19, etc. etc. 5. So this an and this is a, and we need to find what n is equal to what. So n means number of rows. Now first we have to identify whether this is arithmetic progression or not. How we will identify? First term is there not, don't consider this, take any other number. So I will take this 19, I will take, put subtraction minus, take the previous number, first previous number. If you consider 19, so 21 also previous number, 23 also previous number. You have to take a first previous number. Which is that first previous number? 21. So that you take. Now subtract 19 minus 21 means how much? 2, right? No, minus 2. Okay. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So if you do like this, I mean, except first term, if you take any number minus first previous number, so we got this. Similarly, you take other number. Now I will take this number 21 minus, so first previous number for 21 is 23. 23 is equal to 21 minus 23, how much? We get minus 2. Okay, like this if you continue, you take any number minus first previous number, if you do, you get same answer, minus 2, minus 2. So this is called common difference. When this common difference is same, that means this is arithmetic progression. Okay, so here we are getting same common difference, minus 2, minus 2. Okay, so this is arithmetic progression. So this minus 2 is the common difference D. So D is equal to minus 2. Okay, we have A value. Okay, now we have to use the formula. To find n value, we have to use the formula. So an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now substitute the values. An is what? 5. So 5 is equal to a, this 23, plus n we don't know, n minus 1, d minus 2. Okay. Next, you bring this 23 this side. See, we want n, so we accept this n term. Whatever the number is there, 23. You shift this number to this side. So 5 will be asterisk. When you shift this 23 to this side, we get minus 23. This is plus 23. When we shift this to this side, plus 23 will become minus 23. Okay, this equal sign. And write this asterisk, plus n minus 1 into minus 2. Now you have to put bracket. Okay, see here n minus 1 bracket and d is there. This means n minus 1 into d. Okay, so n minus 1 into minus 2. If you don't put bracket, then it will become subtraction. Okay, if you don't put bracket, minus will be there, that means it will become subtraction. Okay, this is multiplication, so you have to put bracket for this minus 2. Otherwise, you will get wrong answer. Now 5 minus 23, how much? Minus 18, right? Yeah. So 5 minus 23 is minus 18 is equal to, see here, plus into plus n minus 1 into minus 2. If you don't write plus also, no problem. Sorry, it's not getting erased. I will just rub like this. Okay. Now see, this is multiplication, n minus 1 into 2. We have to multiply this n by minus 2. Then this 1 by minus 2. First n into minus 2. Minus 2n. Next minus into minus plus. Okay. So 1 into 2. 1 into 2 is 2. Okay. Now we want only n term. N. We shift this 2 to this side. Before that, write this minus 18 asterisk. When this plus 2 shifted to this side, so plus 2 becomes minus 2. This is equal to minus 2n. Okay, I'll write here. Now minus 18 minus 2, how much? Minus 20. Because minus into minus plus, so we have to add 18 plus 2, 20. The sign in front of bigger number 18 is minus, so we have to write minus 20. Okay, then is equal to this minus 2n. See, now we want n, we don't want this 2, minus 2. So divide both sides by minus 2. Minus 2, minus 2. Now minus 2 cancels out. This minus cancels out. 2 ones are 2 tens are. So 10 is equal to n. 10 is equal to n. So we can interchange this, no problem. So because of this equal sign, this is equal to this. So we can interchange, it will become not wrong. So n is equal to 10. 10 is equal to n or n is equal to 10, both are correct. So n is equal to 10 we got. So that means the last row number is 10. That means how many rows are there? Total 10 rows. This is the answer. Okay. Thank you. If you want to say anything related to this teaching and the concept, please mention in the comment and click on subscribe. Okay.